fire in the sea. The rapid advancement of technology in various fields, instead of being a barrier, precisely the evidence of what was promised by Allah in the Quran, but just the opposite of these technologies are the main drivers for proof of the greatness of the Quran in the eyes of the world. Which this time proved again is greeting. Allah never tells about an ocean in which there can be a fire. Logically, it is extremely unlikely given the water will extinguish the fire. Oath of Allah on fire under the sea is not the record of the Holy Book, belongs to the Muslims, the Quran, precisely in the letter Thursday 6th paragraph. The sound of the verse is about how Allah swears that will be found later in a sea where it will land. From the sea there is a fire. If the promise of Allah in the Quran is considered not enough, then there are the words of the Prophet Muhammad, who said that no one is able to navigate the sea unless they were doing it for fulfill Hajj, Umrah, or to fight in the way of Allah, because actually there seas in under fire, and fire is also underneath the ocean. Indeed, talks about the fire that is under the sea first appeared in the Thursday paragraphs 1 to 8, which is the core of the letter of these verses, is that the punishment of Allah will come and will not be prevented by anyone. What makes it unique is because that verse Allah swears by the hill, for the sake of us who have, by Baitul Maqmur, and for the sea on the inside of the land have a fire. Surely Allah will never mention anything unless the object is really there. At the time these verses down, almost all Arabs failed to capture the intent of the words of Allah Almighty on behalf of the ocean's oath, which had a fire in it. This is because they have the perception that water will put out the fire, and the fire itself will make the water evaporate. But even thousands of years after the fall of the verse, Allah demonstrated in humans that oath which He created is real, so that people also finally found out what the real meaning of the sea in which there is a fire. Allahu Akbar. The fact the fire under the sea in the Quran evident when researchers are diving in search of other resources that can replace coal. When they're running a dive, then they discovered that in the sea there was a series of volcanoes that stretches the length of up to tens of thousands of kilometers. Having done considerable study, the investigators finally concluded that what they found was an active volcano. Even from some of them find it emitted lava mountain. To their surprise, that more water is not able to cool the lava earlier, while also not making hot water around them. Allahu Akbar. The fact the fire under the sea in the Quran proved. Quran 40:82 Have they not traveled in the earth and seen how the end of those before them? Are those before them greater strength and more scars on the earth, then what they earn cannot help them. Quran 20:99 That is why we are telling you, Muhammad, part of the story the people who have passed, and indeed we have given you from us a warning. Quran 12:3 We tell you the story of the most good with this Quran revealed to you, and yet before we revealed, it is among those who do not know.